Good morning, everyone. On the persistent demand of the students, parents, and other stakeholders, once again I am here with another very informative doubt clearing session. Since we conducted online orientation session on 29 June 2020, we have been receiving numerous questions related to various subjects and streams. Although we try to answer those questions via phone calls during our online sessions and through other invisible methods, but realize that we should once again have a live interaction with you. So today we are here with a panel of expert teachers from PCMB that will clear all your doubts which you may have on the onset of academic session. So let us begin. First of all, I am inviting Mr. Sanjay Sharma, Head of Department Physics, with a senior PGT, Mr. Mahipal. They will come and respond to your queries. Please, sir.
Good morning, students. I am Sanjay Sharma, Head of Department of Physics of Visual Vidyapith. I am working here since for the last 19 years. I am here with my colleague, Mr. Mahipal Sharma.
Sanjay sir, how will you define physics?
Sir, Mahipal sir, according to me, physics is the study of nature and natural phenomena. It is a study of matter, energy, space, time, and their interaction. It increases the fundamental knowledge of our real world. It increases the quality of our life. Due to these all aspects, the physics is very much essential in our you can say education system.
Sir, how can we relate physics in daily life?
Sir, again, I think there is no need to relate physics in our daily life because everywhere where we see the physics in line. What we are doing without clearing session. How? With the help of gadgets. The students they are sitting at their home and we are in school and we are just solving the problems. What is this? The gadgets is an invention of physics. They are using mobile, they are using iPad, they are using laptops. And at their home also you can see, from the kitchen to the infrastructure, the complete, all the things are related to the physics. And your father car, your bike, your scooty is again related with this. And nowadays in Delhi you can see the petrol prices and the diesel prices are very much costly. So the person they are shifting towards the CNG engines. They are changing the engines of their cars. What is that? Again, the invention of physics. So everywhere of life, this is what physics.
Sir, now students have some queries. When the student Rohan, he wants to know he's facing problem in solving numerical.
Rohan beta, this is not your problem. This is a problem of many persons because in physics the main problem is numerical. But if you want to understand the numerical, the firstly you just go through the concept properly and just read the question and try to get the gist of the question. Because when you understand the gist of the question, then when you will understand and you will just relate with the concept and apply the formula. When you apply the formula, you put the values, and after doing the calculation, automatically you are able to solve. But you have to do the practice because practice makes a man perfect.
Now there is a query of friend Sania. She wants to know that she has taken non-medical, but she has a fear to getting good marks.
Sania beta, I think you have chosen a very good stream, and no need to worry to just have taken this non-medical and for the good marks. Why? Because in non-medical stream you have subject PCM, and in physics, chemistry, and math, simply these subjects are for understanding. When you understand the things, and I'm just giving you two tips only. You can say just love your stream and have faith in the teacher. When you have faith in your teacher, automatically the teacher will solve you and you just guided by the teacher and your problem is solved and you will get the good marks, certainly.
So now a student Rahul wants to know, is there any better way, any better method to solve, to learn the derivation?
Yes, sir, because there are lots of, you can say, large or big derivations. So I think if you want to learn or understand the derivations, I think you have to just convert the derivation into steps, 1, 2, 3 or 4. So no need to learn as a whole the derivation. Just learn first. You can say try to do practice first step, then go on second step, then third step, and automatically the fourth step you will find the answer. Mean convert the big problem into short problems and then solve first, then second, then third, and automatically the whole problem will solve, and you will not see or you will not worry that I have doing or I have done a lot of you can say these steps. Automatically you will learn it.
So now student Ishika wants to know how the practical will be performed.
Yes, Ishika, this is a big problem nowadays. For that, very simple what we are doing. We are performing the practicals and we are making videos on related to this, and we will upload on Rishikul channel. Then automatically you can see from there. Okay, wait for some time and you will get these practicals online. Now I will invite my colleague, Mr. Pawan Sharma from Chemistry Department.
Good morning, everyone. I am Pawan Sharma, Department Head in Chemistry. I have been chemistry teachers for last 20 years, along with my colleague Mr. Gop Singh. Here we are to solve doubts regarding chemistry.
Sir, first of all, what is chemistry?
Chemistry is the study of matter in the universe. Anything having mass, that is matter. Now you can see this is the top and this is a matter. And if I start to break it, then small fragments will be there. And last one that can't further divided, that is atom. Or you can say it is a group of atoms. Or you can say chemistry is nothing, that is the study of atoms and molecules.
How we can understand chemistry, sir?
Chemistry can be understood very easily if you connect chemistry in day-to-day life. Now you see, we breathe air, we eat food, we drink water. What are these? These are the components or these are the compounds. Air, that is the compound of in chemistry. Food, that is carbohydrate, that is chemistry. Water, that is a important chemical compound in chemistry. And also 3D things can be understood by the use of models. You can show, sir.
We can see that this is the model of methane, and in this case, these small balls are the hydrogen, and the black ball, this is the carbon. And according to 3D model, we can see that its structure is like a tetrahedral. And another one is that ethane. Ethane also having the same ballistic model is there. There is a double bond between two carbon atoms. And according to that, we can see that how these bonds are formed between two carbon atoms. So that is the reason that we can understand this chemistry through a 3D structure also. Next one, what are the different branches of chemistry and how do we integrate them into one discipline?
Bhupsik sir, chemistry has various branches: biochemistry, environmental chemistry, analytic chemistry. But up to 12th standard, we deal with only three kinds of chemistry: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry.
Okay, sir. In organic chemistry, we deal with the combination of reaction, and we can prepare. You can see that most of us think that this is the polyene, but this is not a polyene. That we can prepare a sanitizer in our school, and you can see in our school channel how we can prepare it. Sir, school channel how we can prepare it. Sir, what does the color change indicate in chemistry?
In chemistry, color change means there is a completion of reaction, or you can say reactant has converted into the products.
And we can see through this reaction also. In the found another one is colored. When we put a drop of water, drop of this color compound, you see that this is disappeared. But when we pour it into a large amount, then you can see that its color changes into pink color through this, like that. So that indicates the reaction is complete. Sir, what are the different career option of in chemistry?
You know, chemistry is the central science. It is required in medical science as well as in engineering science. Now, students who know the chemistry or who have the degree of chemistry, he can be a good doctor, he can be a good engineer, and also he can be an analytic chemist, water chemist, and also a good chemistry teacher.
Okay, sir. Now we go through for the query session. We have some queries of the students regarding chemistry. First, question by the Nishan: how would you make chemistry interesting?
Chemistry can be made interesting. This is the question among the students. Now, chemistry has three parts. Physical chemistry. Now, chemistry has three parts. Physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. In physical chemistry, there is a derivation numericals, there is a concepts. In organic, if you know the mechanism of the reaction, no need to cram the organic reaction. But in organic chemistry, there are some experimental data that require some memory techniques. And in that case, teacher role is very important. Experience of teacher is very important there. Or you can say these things can be understood by the tricks and techniques. And generally, since sir, you know, we do in our school.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Next, Divya says that do we have to memorize the concept of chemistry, or is there any other way to understand and take up?
It is also myth among students regarding chemistry. I have already cleared that if you have this scientific attitude and you assume that without chemistry you can't survive and you feel the chemistry, then these problems can be solved very easily.
Next, Puneet have the question: when school are closed due to COVID-19, what will be course of conducting experiment in chemistry?
Actually, I feel that this time we are facing this problem, but after getting some government guidelines, we will prepare videos and upload on the YouTube channels and also show in live channels.
Okay, sir. Next, Saurya, he says that how can I score 100% marks in chemistry?
In to get 100% marks in chemistry, that is what is a requirement. There is a regular and constant study is required, and also systematized materials that is also required, and also we have prepared a booklet that is under the name of Way to 70. That is very valuable booklet for the students. Please you journal it, practice it, and get good marks in
Okay, sir.
annual exam. Thank you. I will invite math faculty.
NCRT done, maths stick done, Vedic maths done, merit nation done, my CBSE guide done, toppers done, skills done.
What you are doing?
Sir, I am updating myself to teach my students online.
Oh, yes, students. Teaching online is not easy. It is not a cup of tea. We are teaching online to make your learning more effective. The teacher who will make this learning more effective, he'll become the best teacher. And the school who will lead in this online teaching, he will shine. So that's why we are shifting from Zoom to Google Meet. That's why we are using a YouTube channel. We can upload videos there. It is the only school where we are having two mediums. We are teaching live also and we are uploading videos on YouTube channel also. And students use this time properly to achieve your goals. It's power, but because of its persistence. Use this time, dream big, be positive, and enjoy this journey. You are the driver of your life. Don't let anyone to steal your seats. So be positive, work hard as we are doing. Today myself Upender, HOD Maths, and with me, Mr. Jindal. We will clear your doubt regarding maths and then we will take your queries regarding last orientation. So let's, Jindal, start.
Okay, sir. In my view, maths is the overall group of sciences that study numbers, shapes, and relations.
Yes, students, this is the definition. What is written? Math is the overall group of science. Math is a science. Math is the mother of science. If you are doing physics, chemistry, bio, anything, it is related with maths. Velocity, acceleration, everything is related to maths. These are the all are the branches of maths. But daily life, exchange of money, exchange of anything, it is related to maths. Maths start from primary section. So maths is related to each and everyone. It is for daily use. So this is something about maths.
Sir, maths is so much important, but still there is maths phobia among students. How this phobia can be removed?
Yes, I have seen so many students, those who have maths phobia. In the institute, what we are doing? If I need certain topics, certain basics in 11th and 12th, we will told that to 9th and teacher, give more stress on those topics. If 9th and teacher, they require some topic, they tell that to 7th and teacher, so that they will give more time. It means 7th, 8th teacher prepare for 9th, 10th, 9th, 10th teacher prepare for 11th, 12th, 11th, 12th teacher prepare for competitions. It is a teamwork. If school is heavy, no need to this phobia. If school is not having team, if teacher is teaching individual for himself, then there is a phobia. So school should have a team.
Okay, sir. It means it's a teamwork.
Teamwork.
Means, sir, if team is good, then we can remove this phobia.
Yeah, from primary section to senior section. If team is good, there is no phobia maths.
Sir, there is one more problem which students generally face. That is how to learn formulas.
Yeah, good question. Formula. Many teachers in many schools, they are writing formula and then say, learn that. Apply them. Application is the second part. Firstly, we have to derive the formula. If teacher teach how we can derive the formula, then it is easy to learn. I am not saying cramming is not a part of education. But firstly, derive, understand, then comes the third part and that is cramming. So, cram, but firstly, teacher should derive that.
Okay, sir. There are some queries of the students regarding your last orientation session, sir.
Yes, Sinal ask.
Sir, one student asked, I want to become a pilot. Which student is pilot? Which student is suitable for me? This question was asked by Aman.
Good question, Aman.
Question was asked by Aman.
Good question, Aman. Many students after 12 they ask this question. And you have asked now. If you want to become pilot, you should have physics and maths. No other option. If your dream is this, either select non-medical or select combined. If you are taking commerce or humanities without physics and maths, you can't become this pilot. So if you want to become pilot, you want to fulfill this dream, either non-medical or combined.
Okay, sir. Now, next question is whether a girl can apply for NDA. This question is asked by Khushbu.
Yeah, I know Khushbu. Khushbu is very peculiar perhaps. She is in 11th class. I know that. Khushbu, NDA is not for you. NDA is not for girls. But girls can join defense. After graduation, go for CDS. If you are having dream to serve our country, wait for graduation. After graduation, go for CDS and then serve your country.
Keep in mind while selecting school for admission.
Yeah, who has asked this?
Sir, Nishant.
Okay, Nishant. Nishant. Again 11th class. Yes, Nishant. Which school we keep in mind? See, in last year, I have taken this infra at 3rd place. Today I have taken infra first. Why infra first? See, if schools are big, now it is COVID-19 case. We require space. It may be in August, it may be in September, your ward they have to come on the school. And in every school, every section, there should be a section. It is not possible to teach. So schools should have infra. Now first preference should be infra. They should have space. They should have rooms. Because this COVID, if by chance any tablet, anything will come, next again problem, next again problem. We have to select school not for 1 month. We have to select school for 2-3 years. If you are coming in 11th, if you are coming 10th. So now our first preference should be infra. The school which is having infra, which is having entrance gate, which is having means person they can check security. All these matter now. First you have to think about infra. See all these schools which are nearby you, which is having more infra. First give preference to that. Second thing, academic performance. Yes, sure. Those your beta school are having so many students, but your parent they are having 1 or 2 ward. School can't do experiment on you. So see which school is having academic performance. Means they are working from 19 to 20 years like this, 20 to 25 years. Go to that school. You are not experiment. So see that academic performance and not only see the topper. So see that academic performance and not only see the topper. See mediocre. Some students they are toppers by birth. If topper came to this school, topper came to this school, topper came to this school, they will become topper. But who is giving more time? Who is making topper? Who is bringing all? But who is giving more time? Who is making topper? Who is bringing all the home? See that answer. Then comes faculty. There are many schools, every year they change the faculty. From 15 to 20 years, teachers they are teaching, they have experience. Go to that school. It is my opinion. And then discipline. Yes, I know there are so many schools who have started online classes, and because of indiscipline, they left because students they are disturbing the teacher. But we are continuing, which are having more discipline because students they are naughty. They will do different things. How school can react? Whether they are taking action or not, select that school. If school is taking action, this is my opinion.
Sir, next question is asked again by Nishan. Is regular schooling compulsory?
Oh, good question, Ishan. Regular schooling. See, beta, this slide. This is cut out of Delhi University. If you want to take admission in BA Economics, this is the cutoff. 98. You know what is cutoff mean? Last student is getting 98.75. Last, not the first. If you want to take BA English, 98.75. History, 98.5. BA Programming, 98. Maths, 97, 96, 97, 96, like this. If you want this percentage, now think, school need it or not? English need it or not? All the subject needed or not? We require school. See, many students they are having dream of IIT. In last seminar, I say out of 10 lakh, 11,000 will go to IIT. What about remaining? 1 lakh will go to engineering college. What about remaining 9 lakh? Many students will join DU. Many students will join KU, MDU. We need percentage. And when we need percentage, we need regular schooling. All the 5 subjects, they should be taught. All should be given importance. So regular schooling is must. You should have been, but percentage needed.
Sir, next query is by Komal. Which points should we keep in mind at the time of stream selection?
Who tell?
Komal.
Common, in last presentation I told which subject you love the most. Select that stream. If you love, I'm not saying good marks. If you love science, go for non-medical medical. If you love social studies, go for humanities. See your passion, see your love. Select that stream because that is your, and then deem upper post. If you go for humanities, deem IAS. Go for commerce, deem CA. And non-medical, IIT, medical, MBBS, AIMS. Deem should be big. But love your subjects. If you love, then join.
Okay, sir. Next query is Are there some other good engineering colleges other than IIT and NIT?
Yeah, in last seminar I told about IIT and NIT, and then Sagar, perhaps he is also in 11th class. He asked this. Yes, good student Sagar. Every student has dream of IIT. Some NITs, but they forget this. BITS Pilani is equivalent to IIT. It is private college. It is equivalent to IIT. VIT Vellore. It is better than some IITs. Then Thapad. Thapad is in Punjab. Dhirubhai Ambani Group. It is in Gujarat. So there are so many colleges. Amity, Noida. This Manipal University, Manipal. There are so many private colleges which are having good reputation and they are giving good salary, good session. So these are the private colleges.
So next query is by Harsh. Which is better option other than IIT and graduation after 12th?
Harsh, you are the first student who asked this question. Perhaps you are in 12th class issue. You are the first student in my life who asked this question other than IIT, other than graduation. What are the options? Because everyone has dream of IIT, everyone has dream of engineering, everyone wants to become MBBS doctor, and you left graduation also. I do not want to do graduation from Delhi University. Then see the option. Law, BBA, beta MBA now. IIT Indore has started 5-year MBA course. After 12th, you can join this. Directly MBA from IIT Indore. Then food technology, fashion designing, merchant navy. It is working very hard now. Then ethical hacking. See, every government now need hackers. You know, when India, China, they are fighting. There is so many ways that China hack our sites. So government need hackers, ethical hackers. So this is in good demand. Forensic science, you know CID, forensic science, hotel management. So they are the best course other than these options. Okay, Harsh.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to call Mr. Chandrasekhar, Head of Department Biology, with his colleague Dr. S.S. Semi.
Okay, students, bye from my side, but come and join again.
Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, dear students.
Myself Chandrasekhar, HOD Biology. I am serving here since 23 years. Since 23 years, I am serving here, and with my colleague Dr. S.S. Sani.
Thank you, sir. Sir, what is biology?
Sir, biology is the study of natural science. As the term indicates, biology, it made up of two words, bio plus logos. Bio related with life. It means the study of life, or you can say the study of living organism. That is considered as the biology.
Okay, sir. So, what are the applications or importance of biology in our day-to-day life?
Sir, if you see in our surrounding, in every aspect of life, biology is applicable. Out of these, certain we have written here, like in healthcare and medicine. You know, MBBS, BDS, BAMS, BHMS. A large range of different degrees they are provided in care of healthcare and medicines. If we are going to prepare the food, we require certain microorganisms. These microorganisms, they are going to convert our one form of food into different form, like in beverages, in clothing industries, in textiles. What we require? We require cotton fibers. From where we get cotton fibers? We get these cotton fibers from the cotton plant. So, in every sphere of life, biology is applicable. Nowadays, all we are suffering from pandemic. A small virus that brings havoc on this universe. So, to study about this virus, we have to use the study of microbes. What is the nature of that virus? How it is going to produce effect on the body of organism? What are the adverse effects it is going to cause? And how can we prevent ourselves from these microbes? All we study under biology. In case of beauty and personal care, all of we are aware about Baba Ramdev, Patanjali products. From where we obtain these products? We obtain these products from another branch of biology that is called botany. Botany means herbs, means study of plants. From these plants, we obtain different products and we use it in the form of beauty and personal care. So, wherever you have seen, you will find out in every sphere of life, in one way or in another way, the biology is related.
Okay, fine, sir. So, sir, why should I choose biology as a subject?
Very nice question, my dear, very nice question. Why we choose biology? Okay. My dear friends, if you want to explore this surrounding nature, you want to know about a huge biodiversity is in the form of plants and animals. You want to know about the evolution, means from where the origin of life takes place on earth, how the formation of earth takes place. If you want to know each and everything related with this universe or what is present within this earth, you have to choose biology. Now I am going to give you a very simple example. My dear friend, what is this?
Sir, this is a flower.
Okay, for a common person, it merely a flower. But if you understand this particular flower is in the term of biology, you will find out that is each and everything for this particular species. Because this flower is responsible to give birth to the new organism. It means that is responsible to produce the seed. And that seed is responsible to make the continuity of this particular species on the earth. That's why, my dear friend, I want that you should select biology.
Thank you, sir. What are the methods of teaching biology in Rishikul Vidyapeeth?
Very nice question, my dear friends. As nowadays we all suffering from pandemic, so we are mainly focusing on virtual teaching, or you can say online teaching. Our teachers putting their effect day and night. They are producing video lectures, they are giving online classes, and in these classes also they are producing more and more effect, or you can say they are focusing on concept clarity, so that each and every concept becomes clear to the students, so they may not move towards the cramming. They should understand the subject. Their concept should be clear, which will help him to crack competitive exam as well as to get good marks in boards exam. We are moving from simple to complex. We correlate the things with our surrounding environment. What is present in our surrounding environment? By taking the example from our surrounding environments, we correlate our topic with these examples.
Okay, fine, sir. Sir, how can student get maximum marks in biology?
How can a student get maximum marks in biology? So, very simple phenomena, very simple question, very simple answer is, you have to read each and every line of NCERT. You have to understand the meaning of each and every terminology of biology. When you are going to appear in the exam, concentrate your mind on your question paper, read it carefully. After then, start to solve the question in a better way. Always write to the point answer. Draw diagram well labeled with the help of pencil. And in the end, when you are going to go through the question paper, underline the main terminology. Definitely, you will get good marks in biology.
Okay, sir. Now moving to the query session. Second, sir,
Yes.
some students have sent queries regarding biology. I would like you to answer them. Very first query is from Sir Vince. Is biology is a subject of cramming?
No, not As in general perception, it is the general perception of a student that biology is a subject of cramming. No, my dear, it is not a subject of cramming. It is a subject of understanding. For example, if we say that how the digestion process takes place in human beings. So simply, generally, we can say in stomach the process of digestion is going on. In stomach the process of digestion is going on. But no, my dear friend, no, my dear students. It is a step-by-step process. So, because the process is going on step, so you have to understand these steps at place of cramming. So, in my opinion, biology is not a subject of cramming; it is a subject of understanding.
Okay, so next question is, how can I understand the diagram? This is question from Rishabh.
Very good question, Lisa. Because generally students face problem. Because generally students face problem in. In my opinion, okay, when you see a picture or a movie, what you did there?
We simply draw the mapping in the
Means your all five sense organs, they are concentrating at a point. Five sense organs, they are concentrating at a point. And that image,
Yes, sir.
and that image remain for long time or persist for a long time. Same it happens if you want to understand a diagram. Concentrate, focus on diagram, draw it twice or thrice. Twice or thrice you have to draw it. Then only you can understand the diagram.
Next question is, how can I prepare for both board and competitive exams? This question is from Bharti.
Bharti, very good question. Because generally what happens, students first they prepare for board and then they move toward the competitive exam. In case of biology, if you are going to understand each and every terminology and you are going to read of NCERT as well as HELL book, it will help you in cracking competitive exam as well as to get good marks in board. So both the preparation going on simultaneously if you are focusing on word by word preparation of NCERT as well as HELL book. Because so many of my students, they crack NEET exam only on the base of classroom teaching because they opt the same method and they crack the competitive exam.
Next question is, sir, what is the easiest method to understand the terminology of the subject?
Very good question
This is
because in biology terminology is slight typical. So if you want to understand or to learn the terminology, you have to break the terms. As biology, break it. Bio plus logos. Bio means life and logos means study. So no need to cram this biology. Understand the study of life, that is called biology. If you are going to learn about the different adaptive habitats and you see that the term written here is mesophyte, xerophyte, hydrophyte, it becomes difficult to you. Break this. Mesophytic. Meso means those organisms which survive on terrestrial conditions. They are mesophytic. Those surviving hydrophytic. Hydro means water. Simply. So those surviving in water, they are under the category of hydrophytic. So break the terminology and then understand.
Last question is, sir, can I make my career in medical science even if I don't get my selection in MBBS or BDS, etc.?
Yes, yes, of course. Because a large number of streams they are there. Physiotherapy, radiotherapy, speech therapy, pharmacy, nursing, and so many different other branches they are there in which you get the chance and you serve for the humanity. Even you are not getting the degree of MBBS and BDS even after you are serving the nation or serving the humanity.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, dear students. Now I would like to call Mr. Manoj Singh, HOD of English, and Madam Veena. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Manoj Singh, Head of Department English.
Hello everyone, I am Veena. I am teacher of English. I have been teaching for the last 15 years. We are here with some of the queries of students related to the subject of English. So shall we proceed, sir?
Yes, why not? So the first query is from Naman, and he wants to ask, how can we develop our creative writing skills?
Yes, Naman, it's a very good question. I think that you can do so by brushing up the basics of language, first meaning thereby. Means you must have the knowledge of the grammatical concepts. Second, I would like to suggest to you that you can consult ALD, that is Advanced Learner's Dictionary, whenever you have doubt regarding spellings and usage of different words in different sentences. Thirdly, you can read error-free write-ups and which are just done by different authentic writers. So all these points, if you follow, you will be greatly benefited. So now, the second query is from the side of Anju. She wants
Question by Anju, and yes, there are many ways how you can develop your communication skills in English. I suggest you to just read good books of good English writers, listen to the good speakers. You should watch some documentary films in English. That will help you a lot to develop your English communication skills.
Thank you, sir.
Now we have another question by Apurva, and she wants to know, is it necessary to devote time to the study of English daily?
Oh my God, I'm surprised towards study. Dear Apurva, I would like to suggest to you that like other subjects, we should give equal time to this subject only. And I think that a person who is not well versed in the usage of English is considered deaf and dumb internationally. So the next question is from the side of Rohit. He wants to ask that students generally complain that even after giving the best exposure, they are not able to get 100% marks in English exam. So what can be the reason behind that?
Yeah, this is again a good question. Generally, this is the issue of most of the students of English. I appreciate Rohit. And yes, this is not a difficult task, you can say. You know, you believe in this dictum that practice makes the man perfect. You be focused right from the beginning. Practice each and every question, understand the concept of grammar in writing that helps you, and especially the students, they commit error of grammar and silly mistakes in spellings. So by practicing again and again in form of writing, you will develop these skills, how to express your feelings in a better way, and I'm sure you will be able to score good marks. And there are many examples, those who have scored even 100 out of 100 in English. Even in our schools, there are examples. Many students, they are getting more than 98, 99%. So that's all from my side. Hope I have responded to your questions. Now, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. I hope that all the students have got their queries specified with the help of experts in different subjects. Now, I would like to invite our Reverend Principal, sir, for the final word. Please, sir.
Hello, Rishikulians. Good morning. How are you? On the very onset, I must appreciate and congratulate the Department of PCM, the Science faculty, who have so proactively organized this program and have responded to different queries by different students. You know, these queries, I would say, were not confined to some children only. In everything which seems to be personal, subjective, there is a lot of objectivity concealed within. So, my belief is that the entire student fraternity who are pursuing sciences at the senior secondary level must have been benefited. So this is one thing, you know, this is beneficial to all and sundry, not to the ones who have put up their queries. The second thing is, you know, we are all born with different temperaments. Like some are very good at arts. You might have seen some children, if they are emotionally disturbed or emotionally touched, they would pick up a pen and they would compose some verses, some poem. So they respond to to an emotional phenomenon. At the same time, some tools lying in, especially in India. In Western countries, in the USA, parents keep a very close eye on what their children are doing instinctively. And this is where they perceive the scientific temperament. If child is instinctively tinkering with tools and gadgets lying in the house, it means he has got or she has got a scientific temperament. So, you know, these temperaments have to be taken care of. And I am so proud and glad that I have been a part of Rishikul Vidyapith for so long, and I have seen from close that temperaments are really taken care of at Rishikul. And you see, of late there was a nationwide, competition, very stiff competition organized by this VVM, NNCERT. And a class 6, grade 6 child, her name is Anshika. I think that is there in that. Okay, that's not there. Fine. Anshika went on to secure first rank. You must be proud. And it's not a cup of tea or coffee. It takes some wherewithal, some real merit. So as Mr. Bhupender was mentioning, that here, you know, that growth, that progressive temperament in different disciplines is taken care of right from the beginning. You know, there are levels of learning, and if these levels of learning are taken care of, the entire learning takes a definite destination. So it's fragmented yet one, this entire teaching learning process. So now, if you have chosen Rishikul Vidyapith and you are in science stream, you needn't worry. But then it doesn't mean that you get complacent only by seeking admission to Rishikul. You know, hard work. You have to supplement your decision with hard work, persistence, as my dear colleagues were mentioning. So hard work and persistence. If you do hard work in parts and then forget for a span of time, forget working for a span of time, that won't work. So persistence holds the key. So these are the testimonials how scientific temperaments are taken care of, our results in VVM. In every senior, in every wing, like middle, secondary, senior, in all the categories, our students have got positions. And the highest rank being national rank 1. So you would all applaud it and you would all appreciate it. Then, now coming to the next point, you know, some children keep asking me, even the parents, what would be the course of events for the entire syllabus in a short span of time when the schools reopen, when the government announces. So CBSE is taking a due notice of it, and they are into the process of reducing the syllabus. So that cut down syllabus is expected by the end of this month. Fine. So you needn't worry. But then, as of now, you continue with your units and topics in a proper sequence. Don't leave anything in between. The next thing that I would like to share with you is something that has been given to the jurisdiction of schools. So if the schools are not caring, I'm not saying that somebody would grant you 20 out of 20 or 30 out of 30 without any inputs. I think many of you don't know that CBSE is seeking evidences of assessment, and not many schools are able to produce those evidences. Now, what we think that sometimes we become very, unrealistically optimistic. God is in heaven, everything is well with the world. This is called blind optimism. So imagine if CBSE is very strict and seeks those evidences of assessment, how you granted, and we have been receiving directions from the CBSE. So we have to take care of what? Internal assessment. Internal assessment. For internal assessment, you have to be linked with a caring school that knows the process of internal assessment. So joining a school, don't wait till ages. Now result is about to happen around 15 July, and before that, if you haven't taken a decision, you are barking upon a wrong tree. You are in the dark. So come out of this cell. Pandemic would go, but then we should not mistake this pandemic as an excuse to waste time. So join this school so that you may be benefited by what the CBSE has to offer. CBSE would offer it to the schools, and then the schools would take care of the children, and the schools would take care of the children who are connected. So stay connected, and then only you will be benefited. I hope you all enjoyed this query session, and we would have a follow-up of such interactive sessions for your benefit, and this journey would go on and on. I wish you a very productive academic session 2020-21. Thank you all. Finished? 8 minute request.